Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the Little French Homestead. If you are new here today, my name is Sherry, and today we're going to be going to make two desserts today. Now, you most certainly can make both of these desserts for your upcoming holidays. We have Thanksgiving coming around, or you could go ahead and make these for Christmas. What we are doing for today is, I saw online, it is oven roasted or oven baked Rice Krispie treats, okay? And you put it all into the container, or I'm sorry, you put it all together in your oven-proof pan. And then you're gonna spray very thoroughly your pan and your parchment paper, okay? Now, I don't know about you guys, but for a quick little pro tip, if you put your butter package over this, you're not gonna have the microwave splat butter. I don't know if you guys happen to have that happen, but we have that happen quite often because I sometimes do forget to go ahead and put it in there. I know many of you probably sit there and go, you know, yeah, you've had things splatter all up and stuff. That's the easy way to do it. All right, so, whoop, glasses are here. We are gonna take, I just got the least inexpensive Rice Krispie cereal and a 10-ounce thing of marshmallows. Now, when I saw online, they had a 16-ounce bag, and they said they should have done the bigger bag, or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. She had the bigger bag, but she did only do 10 ounces. She wished she had added more. Now, unfortunately, I only had this, so this is what we're gonna go to. So all we're gonna do is you do the butter on the bottom. All right, the entire bag of mushrooms, oh my goodness, silly me. I do not like mushrooms. How about marshmallows? We're gonna do the entire on the bottom here. So I just wanna make sure that we get them all in the butter, at least some point of the, I cannot talk today. Do you guys ever have one of those days where you just fumble up all your words? I guess today is that day for me. So I just wanted to make sure that all of my marshmallows are down onto the butter. We're gonna do 6 cups. It does say for 8, but it does 6 now. You put it in the oven for 20 minutes. You remove, you mix it well again, and then you add 2 more cups, mix it well, and put it back in. Now we're gonna see if we need to do that, okay? So there is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, I am just gonna go ahead and just spread this all down like this. Just give it a good little push into it. Make sure you get all of the Rice Krispie treats in the corners and in the sides. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I have never made Rice Krispie treats for my family. I just bought them. So I'm like, well, if it's this easy like this, I will go ahead and give it a try, and then I'll let my family tell me how it is as well. All right, so I'm gonna pop this in the oven for 20 minutes at 350, and I'll come back when we're done. All right, so we are now just Getting ready for our second dessert. Boy, I tell you, this day is gonna get me. So this one here is called caramel apple cream cheese crescent roll. Now again, I've never made anything like this. I just took 4 of these off. You're beeping. That's almost ready. I just peeled 4 apples. Now we're gonna go ahead and just give them a trim. I'm gonna go ahead and save all of these peels, and we're gonna go ahead and give those to my chickens. I'm just gonna slide them off here for right now. And I have an apple core, and that just takes a whole nother level off. Goes really fast. Then you don't want to really give the chickens the core because they're not really supposed to have the seeds. So those ones you can just go ahead and, if you're making something else with apples later on and you need a flavoring, you can certainly use those. I'm just going to throw those away. Now it only does call for 1 apple. All right, that is the Rice Krispies. Let me go ahead and get that out. I want to see how that's coming along. Ooh, that's coming along super good. All right. I need to slide this over. I'm going to add that here. Now it does suggest you take a spatula. Go ahead and give this all a mix. Wow. Wow, this smells super good. This is all melted so nice. And then it's to add another 2 more cups to this. So I am going to go ahead and add 2 more cups to this, and I'm going to mix it again. All right. And I meant to say I'll mix it up again. I guess speech is not my friend today. Alrighty. I'm going to take this and hold it over here so I don't burn my hand. And then these have to go in at 2 different temperatures. So that's why I'm doing this first. This is at 350, and then the apples are at 375. Wow. I wish you could smell this. This smells so good. All right, we're just gonna press this all back in. Make sure we get all around again in on the corners. And then we put this back in again for, let me go ahead and take a peek. Mix well, add 2 more spatula. Oh, we don't put it back in. Allow the treats to cool. Okay, so it says remove from oven, mix well, then add 2 more cups of Rice Krispies cereal and mix. Use rubber spatula or your lightly greased hands to spread evenly. Be careful not to press too hard, as this can make the treats too dense. All right, allow the treats to cool at room temperature for at least 30 minutes. So I am not going to touch this anymore. I am going to go ahead and then just set this aside, and I'm going to set this oven now to 375. I will go ahead and just set this right here. But boy, That smells delicious. Even my husband, who can't have any, saying it smells delicious. No, he can have some. He's watching his weight, but he can have some. All right, let's go ahead and finish with these. Woo, I just got splattered. All right, so I've got my butter melted. And I'm gonna add in the apples. You wanna get these nice and soft, so we're gonna be cooking these for about 5 to 7 minutes. We are gonna go ahead and add some brown sugar and some cinnamon. And I am going to leave both the recipes down below. And I'm just trying to read again. The cinnamon is going to be 1 full teaspoon. And then the brown sugar, which I'm using my dark brown. And this is 4 tablespoons. Because remember, I'm doubling in it. All right, we're going to go ahead and continue to mix this all out. When it hits 5 to 7 minutes, we'll go ahead and bring you back. All right, so I've added my softened room temperature cream cheese to my bowl. I need 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And then from my homemade stash, I have some vanilla. We are going to add 1 full teaspoon. And we're just going to give this all a thorough mix together. The apples behind me are almost done. So I figured I'd get at least this mixture done. Then we will lay out our crescent rings right on here. Now you don't need to use a mixer for this part. This comes together very easy, especially because the cream cheese is already well softened. And I also had it in my refrigerator for a little bit. Let me go ahead and just turn this mixture down. Look at this. Oh my goodness. It smells like Christmas in here, I tell you. Whew. All right, so let me go ahead and get the crescent rolls. You're just gonna get, you can even get the Walmart brand or the store brand. This was buy one, get one free over at my favorite store. So I go ahead and do that. Want to go ahead and unroll it. And as you're unrolling it, you do want to make sure. And I think I'm going to go ahead and need to put that on this, just to give myself a little bit of work room. I love my kitchen, but sometimes there's just not enough space, I think, for everything that I need here. All right. I should not need, but I think I will, a small little knife, just to make sure I get the proper cuts all on this. Certainly, I'm not looking for perfection, but I still want to make it look as pretty as I can. So with this, you want to go ahead and lay the wider part in the center. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to make them into a ring. And like I said, so this is the first time I'm doing this, so maybe I'll do it like that. Doesn't really tell you how to really do it. So I'm just kind of taking a guess. Might be, or you know what? We're gonna do that. And then we will go ahead and do that. We'll do that. And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that. And that, see, there we go. And I'm gonna press everything all in. It's supposed to be in the center. It doesn't say that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one in the center. There we go. And if it's not supposed to be, then oh well, I think it looks prettier. Now it says to go ahead and spoon your cream filling around the ring. So I know this is gonna be my ring, because when you bring the edges in, now you gotta remember I'm making this a little bit bigger because you're really supposed to have one apple per ring, and I got 2. So, I may as well do that too. All right, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more because remember we still have one more to do. All right, now let's go ahead and get the apples. I'm going to put the apples on this. That looks so good. Uh-oh. I don't want that falling on the floor. The cats get that. Let me go ahead and get oh my goodness, I can't wait to try that. See, I think 2 look perfect. I'll do a tad more. There we go. And then we'll use that for the next one. All right. Then we're gonna go like that. That one's gonna be a little tiny, but that's okay. Well, that looks all right. And you know what? I have another one to practice on, so we'll go ahead and give that one a try as well. We'll be back once this is go ahead and thoroughly cooked. Let me go ahead and let you know. About 15 to 18 minutes. All right, so this is the other one. See, they still came out both really, really, really good. Gonna put this one over here to cool. We now have the Rice Krispie treats that are nice and cooled off. Gonna flip that upside down. That does still really look good. Probably could have done maybe a little bit more of that mixing, but that's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and take little chunks. All right. And let me go ahead and get a small little knife for that one over there. All right, we're gonna cut that one down the center. Ah, that looks beautiful. We're gonna cut it right here. I'm gonna get a plate and I'm gonna pick these all up. So hold on a second. All right, I'm putting each one on a plate. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a quick little try. And then I'll call my family over and they can try these as well. Wow. You could definitely go ahead and add the caramel sauce on it, or maybe a little bit of homemade whipped cream or some vanilla ice cream. That is really, really good. And that cream cheese, that's a nice balance. That's really good. A nice flavor, really nice. Not bad. Not bad, but I think what I probably should have done is maybe with the other YouTube channel that I was watching did this, maybe have to add a little bit extra marshmallows to really give it that pull apart. The butter on top is phenomenal. You can taste that it is like a Rice Krispie treat, but I think needing to mix it up a little bit more right before it sits. All in all, these are two really delicious meals, desserts. They are good substitutes. If you don't want to go ahead and make like an entire pie, that was super simple. Took me less than 10 minutes to go ahead and put together. You could make two of these like I did. I do like the apple, how I made sure that there was 2 apples instead of the 1. I think with the 1 it may, you know, it's not going to be as fulfilling. So with the 2 apples, that worked out really, really well. But you can certainly use that also to any kind of apples. I used my Granny Smith that I had. Very, very delicious. Pardon my mess behind me. The dishwasher was going, so I wasn't able to go ahead and throw any of the dishes in there. But very good. Gonna go ahead and keep these in on a rotation. I will go ahead and experiment with that a little bit more, the Rice Krispie treats, but that one was perfect. So I just want to say thank you again for coming into my home today and allowing me to go into yours. If you like these videos, go ahead, like, share, but most importantly, subscribe. I'll pop up a couple of videos here till my next upload. Click that notification bell, and you have a great day and keep on cooking. Bye.